Now come to the first order kinetics. First order kinetics. First order kinetics. Here, first order kinetics means if sum of the powers of concentration terms is equal to 1, then that is said to be first order reaction. Let us assume a hypothetical reaction. Let us assume a hypothetical reaction. Let us assume hypothetical reaction. Let us assume hypothetical reaction. Let us assume hypothetical reaction where A gives rise to products. Where A gives rise to products. For this, we used to write rate expression as rate is equal to K into concentration of A power 1. Here, sum of the powers of concentration terms is equal to 1. Therefore, it is said to be first order reaction. Come to the examples of first order reaction. Examples of first order reaction. We used to say several examples for first order reaction, but among them few I will give. Let us take the anti-cancer drug, that is cisplatin. Cisplatin, whenever it is administered into our body, it is involved in hydrolysis. That hydrolysis of cisplatin comes under first order reaction. Take another drug, aspirin. Hydrolysis of aspirin is also a first order reaction. Like that, we can give several examples for first order reaction, but nowadays no one is asking which is first order, which is second order, which is zero order, because there are many things to ask or to examine you. So it is better to concentrate on such kind of things. Now come to this one. Here, this is the rate expression for first order kinetics. So according to the equation, we used to write change in concentration of A by change in time is equal to rate. Am I right? So this is in turn equal to K into concentration of A power 1. So integrate by relating this factor with this expression. So here, on integration of change in concentration of A by concentration of A power 1 is equal to K integration of delta T. Here I have sent delta T to this side and I brought concentration factor to this side. So here concentration limits are C0 to Ct. Here time limits are 0 to T. C0 represents initial concentration, Ct represents concentration after time period T. So we know that the integration formula, integration of delta A by A is nothing but ln A. Here minus is as usual. Here the limits are C0 to Ct is equal to, it is not possible to integrate a constant. So integration of delta T is nothing but t. Integration of delta t is nothing but t. So here, how can you write this expression according to our mathematics? ln ct minus ln c naught. Already minus is present. Minus ln ct minus ln c naught is equal to kt. Rearrange this expression. Minus ln ct, minus of minus, plus ln c naught. So here, shall we write like this? ln c naught minus ln ct is equal to kt. ln c naught minus ln ct is equal to kt. So here, we know that ln is nothing but 2.303 log base 10. Here, let us assume this one as first equation, this one as second equation, this one as second equation. So rearrange this expression. Here ln a minus ln b is nothing but ln a by b. So according to that, shall we write like this? ln c naught by ln ct is equal to kt. Here, shall I bring ln to this side? If you bring ln to this side, it becomes base e for this kt. It becomes base e for this kt. Therefore, c naught by ct is equal to e power kt. Shall we rearrange this one? ct by c naught 1 by e power kt. Rearrange this one. ct is equal to c naught e power minus kt. This is another expression for zero order reaction, first order reaction. Let it be thought. Here, from the second, we can get another equation. From the second, we will get k is equal to 2.303 by t log c naught by ct. This is, let it be this one as fourth equation. Consider this one as fourth equation. Here, assume c naught as a or a naught, ct as at, that is a minus x. Here x indicates the amount of reactant which is involved in change. So remaining will be a minus x. Here a is nothing but original concentration, initial concentration. X is nothing but the amount which is consumed or which is participated in the change, that is two products. So shall we rewrite this expression? K is equal to 2.303 by t log a by a minus x, a by a minus x, a by a minus x. So this is nothing but modified form of the fourth equation. These are the several expressions which are reflecting first order kinetics. Now come to the next one, off-life period. What do you mean by off-life period? It is the time required for conversion of the reactant into product. Time required for conversion of the reactant into product is called half life. Time required, time required, time required for conversion of the reactant, for conversion of the reactant, conversion of the reactant, of the reactant into product, into product, of the reactant into product is called half life, is called half life, is called half life, is called half life. This is nothing but half life period. This is nothing but half life period. So let us try to deduce the equation for half life period. Now come to the next one. Next one. Let us assume, let us assume, let us assume, let us assume initial concentration as C0. Here, after T off, final concentration becomes C0 by 2. Am I right? Already we said that time required for conversion of half of the reactant into product is nothing but half life. So this is the final concentration. Shall I substitute these factors in the first order rate equation? We know that T is equal to 2.303 by T, where T is nothing but T of log. Initial concentration is C0. Final concentration will be C0 by 2. This is nothing but Ct of. So here on cancellation, here we will get 2.303 log 2 by T of. We know that this 2.303 log is nothing but ln. So shall we write like this, ln 2 by T of. So on calculation here, log 2 is nothing but 0.3010 multiplied by 2.303, we will get 0.693 by T of. So this is the relation between rate constant and half-life period. Here, let us assume this one as fifth equation. 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 This is nothing but half-life. From the equation, we came to know that half-life of first order reaction does not depend on initial concentration. So independent on initial concentration, whatever the amount you take, that won't influence half-life. So here it is quite opposite to the zero order reaction. In zero order reaction, half-life depends on initial concentration. In first order reactions, half-life is independent on initial concentration. Half-life is independent on initial concentration. Here, just write down under note. Write down under note. Half-life for first order reactions. Half-life for first order reactions. Half-life for first order reactions is independent on is independent on initial concentration is independent on initial concentration is independent on initial concentration. So this is half life. Now we can calculate time required for the 75% completion. Time required for 75% completion. Assume that one as T 75%. 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 T 75% means time required for conversion of 75% of the reactant into product. If you assume initial concentration as C0, to become this C0 to C0 by 4 means 3 C0 by 4 gets converted into product. Only C0 by 4 is left. This is nothing but T 75%, that is T3 by 4. As we took in percentage, assume C0 as 100 and final concentration as 25 because 75% gets converted into product. So shall I substitute these factors? Here from the first order rate equation, K is equal to 2.303 by T 75% log A is nothing but 100. A minus X is nothing but 25 because remaining will be 25 only. A minus X is always, remember, that is remaining quantity of reactant. So here it will be 4. Therefore K is equal to 2.303 by T3 by 4. Shall we write it as log 2 power 2? So finally here we will get, we know that log A power B is nothing but B log A. Log A power B is nothing but B log A. So shall we write it as 2 log 2? Therefore 2.303 log 2. 2.303 log 2. Shall we write into 2? I have written this one here because of one relation. We know 2.303 log is nothing but ln. So shall we write it as 2 ln 2 by T3 by 4. This is the time required for 75% completion. Time required for 75% completion. Now come to the relation between T 75%, T 50%. Relation between T 75%, T 50%. Relation between T 75% and T 50%. Relation between T 75% and T 50%. We know that rate constant is a constant. So for half life, we know that K is equal to ln 2 by T off. Let it be first equation. This is for half life. Then what is T 75%? 2 ln 2 by T 3 by 4. Let it be second equation. So this value is same. So shall I relate ln 2 by T off is equal to 2 ln 2 by T 3 by 4. Therefore ln 2 by T off is equal to 2 times the ln 2 by T 3 by 4. So ln 2 gets cancelled. So finally here we will get T 3 by 4 is equal to 2 times the T off. T 3 by 4 is nothing but 2 times the T off. T 3 by 4 is nothing but 2 times the T off. T 3 by 4 is nothing but 2 times the T off. T 3 by 4 is nothing but 2 times the T off. T 3 by 4 is nothing but 2 times the T off. T 3 by 4 is nothing but 2 times the T off. Is it clear? Now come to the next one. Next one. Consider this one. Here, time required for 100% completion. T 100%. T 100%. T 100% in the sense entire quantity of reactant gets converted into product. So here, imagine initial concentration as C0, final concentration as 0. So if I substitute these factors into the first order rate equation, let us see what will you get. T by 2, K is equal to 2.303 by T 100% log, it will be 100, A is 100%, A minus X will be 0. Anything by 0 is nothing but infinity. So here, time required for 100% is equivalent to infinity. It indicates that first order reactions can never be completed. That means time required for completion of first order reactions will be infinity. Time required for completion of first order reactions will be infinity. Time required for completion of first order reactions will be infinity. Time required for completion of first order reactions will be infinity. Now come to the one more expression that we get. Already we know that Ct is equal to C0 e power minus Kt. Already I told you that assume this one as At, assume this one as A e power minus Kt. Already I told you one more thing also. At is nothing but A minus X is equal to A e power minus Kt. So shall I rearrange this expression? A minus A e power minus Kt is equal to X. Here A is common factor. Therefore, let us take it out. A into 1 minus e power minus Kt is equal to X. This is another expression for first order rate equation. Here don't confuse these terms. Assume final concentration as At. I wrote At as A minus X. It indicates that here A minus X represents final concentration. Here X is the amount of reactant which is involved in conversion, that is reactants to products. So A minus X is nothing but remaining. This is nothing but final. Now come to the one more expression. Mean life. One more factor, mean life or average life. Mean life or average life. Here mean life means it is the time required for becoming initial concentration of reactant as 1 by E times of, for becoming initial concentration of reactant as 1 by E times of its initial concentration, or I will explain in another manner. అంటే తెలుగులో ఎలా చెప్పాలంటే, నువ్వు ఇనిషియల్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ C0 అనుకుందాం. ఆ కాన్సన్ట్రేషను 1/e టైమ్స్ కావాలి. ఐ మీన్ C0/e టైమ్స్ అవ్వాలి. అంటే C0 కాస్త C0/e అవ్వాలి. C0 కాస్త C0/e అవ్వాలి. C0 అవ్వడానికి ఎంత టైం అయితే పడుతుందో దాన్నే మీన్ లైఫ్ అంటాం లేదా యావరేజ్ లైఫ్ అంటాం. టైం రిక్వైర్డ్. Time required. Time required for becoming for becoming for becoming for becoming reactant concentration. Time required for becoming reactant concentration. Time required for becoming reactant concentration. 2. 1/e times 1/e times of its initial concentration. 1/e times of its initial concentration. Once again I am repeating. నువ్వు తీసుకున్నటువంటి రియాక్టెంట్ ఇనిషియల్గా ఎంతైతే రియాక్టెంట్ తీసుకొని ఉంటావో అది 1/e టైమ్స్ అవ్వడానికి ఎంత టైం అయితే అవసరమో దాన్నే మీన్ లైఫ్ అంటాం లేదా యావరేజ్ లైఫ్ అంటాం. సో హియర్ లెట్ us కన్సిడర్ ఇనిషియల్ కాన్సంట్రేషన్ as C0. ఆఫ్టర్ T average its concentration becomes C0/e. So is it not Ct, that is T average? Shall I substitute this one in this expression? This one in this expression. Ct, we know that this is nothing but Ct. C0/e is equal to C0 e power minus k T average. Shall I rearrange this expression? C0 e power minus 1 is equal to C0 e power minus kt average. C0 gets cancelled. Therefore finally here we are getting e power minus 1 is equal to e power minus kt average. Here bases are common. Therefore minus 1 is equal to minus kt average. Minus gets cancelled. Therefore T average is equal to 1/k. This is the expression finally we got for average life or mean life. Average life is nothing but reciprocal of rate constant for first order reaction. We know that k is nothing but k is nothing but 0.693 by T of, on rearranging T average is equal to 1 by 0.693 into T of. If you divide 1 with 0.693, here we will get 1.44 into T of. This is the final expression for average life. So it indicates that average life is nothing but 1.44 times the T of. Average life is nothing but 1.44 times the T of. Still some more expressions were there. I will discuss in the next video. Thank you.